All right, everybody, here we are with the star of this year's SHOT Show. We're here with Mike, and he's got the Daniel Defense H9. Mike, you want to go ahead and tell us, what do we got here?
Yeah, let's start tip to tail. So this is the Daniel H9. It is a 9mm striker-fired handgun. So pretty standard. We've all seen that before. But where we start deviating, where we're different, and where we start getting special, two very critical areas. Our gun comes with a very low bore axis. So what that means is, simple ways of putting it, there are two major components to recoil in a handgun. You've got your torsional recoil, and you've got your translational recoil. Because of our bore axis in relation to our upper backstrap, you get a very, very low barrel to upper backstrap. So what that does for you is that reduces significantly that torsional recoil. What that means for you, the shooter, is you're faster on target, you're more confident shot to shot, and the gun is very, very pointable as well. It's got a very thin design, so that means is excellent shootability, excellent ergonomics, and excellent confidence as you're engaging your targets. Going back, our barrel is 4.28 inches. It's polygonal rifle, 1 in 10 twist, and 6 groove. So we also have, this is part of what makes our gun unique, is our dust cover. Most normal architecture guns you see, the dust cover is, let me move this out of the way, in line with the top of the trigger guard. That's what everyone's used to seeing, all our competitive guns. Now, the original gun that we re-engineered, the Hudson H9, the dust cover was down at the bottom of the trigger guard. So we wanted to get back the usability and ergonomics when you're attaching accessories by picking up the dust cover and maintaining that low bore axis. So that was a technical challenge to overcome, and I think we did overcome it. This rail is a Stanag rail, so it's compatible, mil standard 1913. It runs all your components that fit. Overall size of the gun, I'd call it commander size, 1911-ish. So it's a 15 round capacity, very compact mag. It maintains the same 15 round capacity as the original gun, but I'd say firepower per volume, it's actually better because it's a smaller, we get that same 15 rounds in a smaller package.
Proprietary magazines?
It is proprietary,
right?
just because of the thinness in the gun, but that's not a bad thing.
No.
Our magazines are only $25.
Oh, wow.
All metal construction, and if you look underneath, very, very easy disassembly. One simple button, slide the base plate off, and the magazine comes apart. Yep. So this is coming from going to matches, understanding how potential users would use this gun, and figuring out what's important. We're talking about materials for this gun, 70-75 T6 grip. The frame is steel. The slide is obviously steel. Our barrels are proprietary stainless steel. G10 grip panel, G10 lower backstrap, steel upper backstrap, steel open sights. You're getting a theme.
Yeah.
So a lot of premium components.
Yeah. Is the backstrap being G10, is it replaceable or?
We're not starting out, but we're going to be looking at that and getting an understanding of what people want. We've gone through nearly 1 million rounds of testing in this gun. Everything from characterization tests from 50 grain Liberty Civil Defense up to 165 grain Hush. We wouldn't run Hush, so what I would say is that everything within your normal 115 to 147 standard pressure plus P plus runs it all.
Yeah,
not a
don't
problem.
be weird.
Yeah, don't be weird. Or you can be a little weird. You can get another 150s. It'll run it. It'll run it. The slide stop is a one-piece steel design slide stop, ambidextrous, and this is a component we spent a lot of time on perfecting. We broke a lot of slide stops and learning what makes this package work for this gun.
For us, I don't know if I've seen a gun with ambi slide stop. The thing that I see that being very beneficial for is something like a offhand only double feed, right?
Yes.
So a lot of people walking the floor right now might have no idea what I'm talking about, why I would be doing,
Yes.
trying to fix that. It's because I'm having a bad day already.
Yes.
And being able to lock that slide to the rear to get rid of the mag with down to just my offhand, I think that right there could be a lifesaver.
It is. And unlike a lot of other slide stops we've seen from competitors, it is one piece of steel.
Very cool.
Yep. Magazine release is ambi. As you can see on this side, it's just reversible. 1911 style with a quick flathead and about 5 seconds to your time. This can be a right-hand gun to a left-hand gun. Optics plate ready. I say that any gun that comes out in this day and age that's not optics plates ready, you better have a real good reason why that's the case. So in our case, we have 4 optics plates. Optics plate 1, shield standard, so that's your EOTech, Delta Point Pro, your Romeo 1 Pro. Plate number 2 is your SRO pattern, so Trijicon. Plate number 3 is Seymour, and plate number 4 is Dr. Optics. So it covers all the popular optics.
Do you have an option? Does one of those, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with all the footprints, for an enclosed, like the Acro and the 509T share a similar
So that
footprint?
one is coming.
Okay.
Yep, we're working on that one. And because we know that's actually popular with the LE community. Yep. And so the coup de grace on this gun, among all the other great stuff, is that this is the only striker-fired handgun on planet Earth with an actual straight pull trigger. So see a lot of modification kits that people run on their top hinge triggers. It's kind of like a 1911. It feels sort of like. This is the real deal. Only difference is because this is striker fired, we're not running a manual safety. We run a trigger safety blade. So once you take up the trigger safety blade, it's a real deal straight pull trigger, and it runs.
It feels great with the hinge for that being at the bottom there. It just felt right. It's almost unnoticeable.
So
right?
there's actually a reason you felt that.
Okay.
This pin location right here was a few months getting right and actually getting that geometry so you don't have a hang up when you actually pull the trigger to the rear if you're pulling from the bottom, because we know a lot of people from top hinge designs, they're used to pulling from the bottom.
Right.
Because you get the best leverage there. Well, on ours, people will find they naturally go to the center. So that helps in shootability because it reduces that chance of people like right-handed people dragging the gun to down and low left, or left-handed people dragging it low right.
You mean that's not their sights?
Well, yes, looking at the target and seeing where your last shot is.
Yeah. I think I need to move the sights. It's shooting low left.
Yes. So remove the target.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very thin gun. It's a very shootable gun. It's a very ergonomic gun. It's a very reliable gun. And we're proud to finally get this thing into the market.
Yeah. One thing, like in person, it seems like there's no question this is a concealable gun at this point. Looking at it on pictures, I don't know how it'll play in video now that we've got hands on it. But it is most definitely a concealable gun.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that means we can use it to protect ourselves and others around us, right?
Absolutely.
And so if you don't have it on you, it does us no good.
And it's meant to be on you.
Awesome.
We have salt-resistant coatings, Type 3 hard coat anodize. We have a DLC over nitride slide, DLC over nitride frame insert, nitrided. The slide stops are nitrided. Everywhere we could ruggedize this gun has been ruggedized for that.
Okay.
It does carry very, very well. It is very thin. I like to say that it carries smaller than it is and it shoots bigger than it is. Because of the architecture of the gun, you get a lot of the big gun benefits without the penalties of a bigger gun.
Awesome.
Yeah. Anything else?
I want to shoot it. That'll come at some point here.
I want everyone to shoot it.
Yeah.
I want everyone to shoot it because I think I jokingly call it the Daniel effect. What usually happens because they're getting used to this trigger setup. It's this first shot, bam. You kind of get used to it, and all of a sudden, bam, and then bam, bam, bam. And it makes you want to shoot fast.
Yeah.
The slide retracts only as much as it needs to retract to spit 9mm cases. So it's very efficient in its reciprocation distance, and it's got a very, very fast reset.
Yes, I noted that over there. I was like, she wants to go fast.
Yes.
She really does.
Yes.
And then with that low bore, the combination of things.
Yeah, it is a driller.
Yeah, very cool. So again, the big questions that are going to be out, availability and pricing.
Yep, so availability, they're already flying out the door.
Well,
birds hatched, hatchlings out the nest, and it's rolling. Yep, so as of launch this Monday, they're going out, and the price is $12.99.
Okay.
Yep.
Very nice. Well, Mike, thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate your time.
We look forward to seeing them start coming through our fighting pistol class. And running them through the ringer there.
Yes. I am looking forward to seeing how they do in the classes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're going to have more coming from SHOT Show 2024. Remember, your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.